You are tuned in to My Wish, My Command. I am your host, ES, and I hope you are having an amazing, most magnificent day wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. I am in the northern region at the farm, and I have so much that I want to share with you all. It's important that you get all of your questions answered, that all of your concerns will be addressed. I want to do this thing because I have so much going on. It's part of the reason why you guys haven't seen me for a few days, or several days actually. Quite frankly, I needed time to just sit and think without external forces and ideas trying to shove itself in my zone. The last time we were here, I was in tears. I was utterly disheveled. And I was letting you guys know that Vimman and I had amicably chosen to separate permanently. In that moment, I guess we had both reached a peak where, well, I know for me, I was completely and utterly done with everything. And I was willing to leave everything behind in that moment, sort of, kind of. Without going into too many details, I do definitely want to address that thing. I am here, but I am not here. That's a very basic thing that you guys need to understand. I have come back to the farm to wait for my passport. That's number one. Also, to quietly speak with the man and to resolve our matter in privacy. And I'm so glad that we were able to do that because the separation actually allowed for both of us to see what we value most and what we're willing to give up and what we're not willing to give up. I'm actually headed to the forest where that will be my permanent residence once a place is created for me. As far as if we will continue our marriage, he and I have been able to talk some things out. It really perplexed me, though, the amount of people who accuse me of fraudulent behavior. Maybe people are being taken advantage of in their lives. They don't know when real is speaking, they don't know what's real from what's fake. And I get it. My tears that day were very real. I didn't beg anybody for money to do anything besides buy my baskets because I wanted to get the heck up out of here. And I explained to them why. I explained to the 30 viewers that I wanted them to buy baskets because I wanted to handle my visa issues. And I actually talked my way through everything from going to the immigration and explaining how I even got discounted and all that great stuff. But I think that some people are not really watching. And if they're watching, they're not listening. And if they are listening, maybe the school system has utterly failed them. What I will say is that you are actually safe here. I don't ask nobody for no money. I don't beg people for nothing. Listen, it's really ironic because all you have to do is just look at my social media resume. You can't find me anywhere because I don't need social media like that. I don't. Thank you for co-signing me, Baba. I don't have Facebook. I don't have any of those social media platforms. I may consider TikTok when it's time to get back on the road again, but I don't have any of those social media accounts because I don't need them. I'm really not even into YouTube, but because it is a stream of income, I said it's okay. But as far as it being this healthy thing that I'm chasing views to get over on people, honey, there's a whole lot of other ways to make money besides hustling views. That's why I enjoy capturing what's going on in my travel experiences. You guys think that it's a show, that I got these producers and camera crew. It's all me because God gave me the gift to just know how to share a story that's just happening. No film crew. This is God's divine me just working and just doing my thing. Wherever I go, things become really interesting. At first, coming back here, I felt a little nervous, but I think that I don't know. I think what was most concerning was if my husband and I were going to return back to where we were. But the thing about it and what I'm so grateful for is that I didn't return back to where I was, and neither did he. It's almost like we both being out there together showed that we really do care about each other. The issue sometimes has been the language, though, not understanding one another's language. And I have been very candid with those who have actually watched the channel. That has been a part of the extreme frustration throughout the years, is trying to explain myself about certain things and not being heard, not being understood, and there being a lack of patience with regards to that. And the last thing we needed was someone to throw something inside of it and bring more or further miscommunication. And so, me being out there traveling, I realized, guys, that I'm not subject to anybody on this planet except for somewhat my spouse and also my maker. My husband has never seen me in my own element. He has never seen me in the world. Imagine that. He has never seen me be who I was created to be. People tried to shame me for giving my husband a chance. That doesn't say anything about me. It really shows things about you, that you have no hope and no trust that people can actually work things out. But when I left, I meant that bad boy. I meant it. I just feel so happy because it opened up a whole new world for me to work, to find, things to do here in the country, new collaborations, new experiences, new opportunities. And I'm so grateful to my maker for that. Because I did that, because I moved, my maker showed me this is what you were meant to do, not sit here waiting around for your man to do something. That's not gonna work. And I always knew that. But when you're in the midst of something that's a bit stagnant, it's difficult. And we've gotten past the difficulties of what we were experiencing. I know my lane and I'm owning it. And for people to question how I make money, how I'm able to buy land and all this different, how I'm able to travel, it's like, are you not paying attention whatsoever? Like when I had shared regarding some financial difficulties, I said broke-ish. I didn't say broke. Number one, I'm not a beggar. I work for everything that I do. I've never been the begging type. I would really like for people to show me where I've actually begged for anything on YouTube. I'd never have to do that because I'm actually working. I'm entertaining, and Google is paying me for every time people watch the ads. As far as Sierra Leone is concerned, you would just have to go and fill it out yourself. I would never recommend any place for anyone to go to. I have never even recommended Ghana. I have recommended y'all to get some land though. Absolutely. It's an investment. Anywhere where it's suitable and affordable and beautiful, why not? That's what I do. I invest in land, and people be acting brand new, like just because you don't invest, that's not my problem. You see what I'm saying? Like I have literally put my heart and my mind and my body and my energy, blood and my sweat and everything into this earth. No matter where I go, I'm always creating and giving beautiful results. I'm always working, right? And that's just me. That's just me. But one thing I do not do is I don't beg nobody for nothing because I'm not a beggar. I didn't come from a beggar lifestyle. I came from people who work for what they get. And that's exactly what you have witnessed here. Blood, sweat, and tears. So for people to label me in this way and to actually see me sweating and working and still gonna question the type of person that I am and gonna sit up there and create lies out there in the world because you could not control me. It don't show nothing about me. It shows about you. It's giving me the intel that I need about humanity. And that I definitely have to be careful about the people I choose to put myself around, because people, they see you having certain levels of success and it burns them up. I could be filthy rich, but let me tell you something that I learned about humans. You shall never know this thing. So if I'm wearing the same earrings, if I'm wearing the same dress, okay. People have questioned me, talking about I should be ashamed. Ashamed of what? Ashamed to hold my head up and live my life and mind my own business? That's what? Why would I be ashamed of that? This is why I said I will no longer go live. Only because I love to interact with the viewers, but I find that I do let people's assumptions and BS get the best of me sometimes. See, I don't mind chopping back at people, but I shouldn't have to keep explaining shit that I've already explained. And so that's why I was just like, why do I keep having to explain things that I've already explained once? People that do that, they don't actually watch. They're just watching haters videos maybe, and then they just go and they take that same information and they carry it. It reminds me of Twilight, you know, the movie Twilight. Well, there was a time where one of the vampires wanted to get vengeance. She didn't like that there was a class of vampires who were upstanding, not as bloodthirsty, had more discipline, more refined, they were attractive, etc., just minding their business, had a treaty with these wolves, so on and so forth. So because her mate got destroyed, and you know, she decided to start birthing these vampires, which they called newborns. Newborns have absolutely no control. They would believe anything, move anyway, don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but they just do it because their master told them to do it. And so that's what it reminds me of whenever you have like the viruses of negative, you know, content creators trying to destroy other channels. Well, that's the same example. These newborns, these very young minded thoughts, these types of people can range in different ages, by the way, are easily manipulated, psychologically manipulated by other content creators who have absolutely no value. They have no talent, lifeless, blood sucking, and can only thrive off of using someone else's name, can only thrive off of negativity and things like that. That's why I said I've already said what I needed to say, because you decided not to understand it, and because you decided to overlook it and pretend like you didn't hear it. Oh, okay. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just like, the intellectual capacity has changed for humans tremendously, and social media, in a way, has assisted with this dumbing down of people being able to actually process information effectively, to understand a matter. So basically, we're against people pretending like they don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth when I've clearly stated the truth and the fact about everything. It's beautiful here, but it's not the same. It's not the same like how it was when I was here, and everything, you know, it's almost like all of the trees just went, oh, you know, even the dog hugged me when I arrived. It was just very sad, but you know, that's life. So we found some connections in Cape Coast. I love it there. It's a great place to be and to flourish, you know, in different ways. Everything that I'm doing will not be filmed just due to privacy of other people whom I'm working with. There are some projects, of course, which I will film. We will cross the borders again, just waiting on my passport, like I said. I just want to thank everyone who has always been so supportive, you know, of me, no matter what. People who have actually watched me since I was in the US when I was just chilling, you know, just a regular old, just vlogger, nothing doing, you know, just working and just vlogging. I was on YouTube before it became, it was always toxic. It was always toxic, but it was not as toxic as it is now. Is the algorithm is real. The algorithm is showing you you. And so when I look at my algorithm, I kid you not, I can take screenshots of my own algorithm, what plays on my algorithm. You guys would probably be quite surprised. We're talking about animals doing funny things, especially cats. You know, they're highly intelligent, positive manifesting, travel. I watch a lot of Rev Ike videos, Florence Scovel Shin, who else? Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill. That's the level that I'm on. That's the stuff that I listen to. Yeah, and of course my Psalms. I love playing the Psalms. There's this saying that I have said, you know, throughout my YouTube career, and that is that people should be very careful about how they treat strangers, because you never know who you're entertaining. And I've tried to share that message, but at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do, and we're going to encounter all kinds of creatures out there. They're going to do what they want to do, and all we can do is bless them. I choose that method because it is effective. No matter what people are saying, no matter what people are doing, no matter what, in order to maintain a certain personal level of harmony, we must always be in full control of our own thoughts and ideas. And I feel most comfortable there. And that is why I have to take a back seat sometimes and just go into my own zone, because at times it gets crazy. The assumptions, the rumors, the lies, you know, it's just like, oh my gosh, I must be something else. Blessings. And I bless my maker for putting whatever aura and light, you know, to make so many people want to speak my name. Never ever consume toxic energy though from people that we don't know. That we don't, you know, we don't do that. So they only gonna eat if you sit at the table. I wouldn't sit around gossiping about nobody insignificant. I don't even watch African vlogs or nothing like that. It's not a lot of people that really like enthuse me like that. if someone's offering something in regards to like maybe a particular country or travel experience that I haven't experienced before, yeah, I'll check that one out. But I find that there's a lot of the same going on out there in those YouTube streets, and I'm not impressed by such things. I like originality. So when I'm out filming, especially if I'm traveling, there's no scripts. I'm just sharing with you my romanticized wording with regards to what just took place here. And it turns into a wonderful film. And I'm looking forward to continuing that for you all. And I hope that you are here for it, because that's all you're going to get. It's a very amazing time, an organic experience. Then men may come in and out, you know. We will no longer be filming here at the farm because I do not live here. I'm just here, had to resolve some things about how things are going. Guys, y'all don't need to be feeling a certain type of way about anything I'm leaving behind. Only thing I'm really concerned about is the cows being sold, and they're going to be sold during the time moving towards Ramadan or something like that. But that's not even really a big deal. I was most concerned about the property in the forest. That's where my heart is at. Not here. It's all right, but it's in Tomley, and I don't like being here. I like being with Vin Man. That's it. I'm here for him, and that is it. That is all. Period. At least we got through that part. If you don't like it, I don't know what to say. I mean, at the end of the day, he came for me. You mad? We're freaking married. But honestly, I thought it was over, and I was having a good time out there in the streets. What? And he knew it too. You guys deserve to have beautiful vlogs. You deserve to experience an authentic me, an authentic experience, but you got to be patient because I'm a little busy right now. Thank you guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends.